And I already know you don't want to be an independent artist. You want that fortune and the fame that the mainstream music industry provides, right? Well, what you might not know is that you'll never make it to the mainstream music industry if you don't first establish yourself as a successful independent artist. I mean, think of this. Why would a mainstream record label take a chance with you if they can't first see that you can sell yourself? What's up, everybody? I'm Jay Jonas with Baytoven, wishing all you musical artists out there good health and prosperity. Now, the biggest problem I see with musical artists today, especially in the genre of hip hop, is artists trying to mimic what they are seeing in the mainstream music industry. And sometimes I wonder if they understand that there's two different music industries. You have the mainstream music industry and you have the independent music industry, and both play the game differently. Which brings me to the biggest issue that I see with independent artists today. And that's the notion of thinking that if you make quality enough music, all you have to do is post it and you can sit back and somehow this major label or somebody, a manager who knows is going to discover it, find you, swoop on in and save the day. Well, if you think like that, I'm sorry to tell you, but you better get comfortable because you're going to be waiting for a long time. Now, I want to be fully honest with you. Over the years, as the internet's grown, social media has grown, and the power to reach millions of people are right at your fingertips, I've witnessed mediocre music get posted and go viral. But at the same time, I've also witnessed quality, great, amazing music get posted and fade away as quick as it was released. So what's the deal? What was the difference between these two? Well, I'll be honest with you. The difference was one had a marketing strategy and the other didn't. Okay, now I could already hear you, but Jay, what about these artists that post their music and blow up from one single? Hey, I'm not gonna tell you it can't happen. I'm not telling you that it won't happen. And I'm not in any way trying to tell you that you're not skilled enough to do it. I'm just trying to tell you that the probability of this is really slim. And if this is your only goal and only focus, then you're missing all the other opportunities there are in the music industry to sell your music, to establish your music business, to build this foundation, to build yourself up as an artist. So really, all of this is good news. Because what it means is you don't need this major label to get discovered. You don't need this major label to be able to reach the masses. But what you do need to do is become a better marketer. You need to become a better promoter. Okay, so now you understand that there's two different music industries. So where should your focus be on as an independent artist? Well, I'll start by telling you where your focus shouldn't be solely on, and that is music streaming. And I know I'll catch a lot of heat from this, but sit back and think, how much money can you make per, let's say, 100,000 streams? Well, I'll tell you that answer. It's roughly $300 to $400. So that means if you really want to be making a living from the music that you're making, you better be seeing 50K to 100K streams daily if you want to be able to live off that. And not to mention the marketing budget that has to go in to get these streams, to get this exposure. It adds up to a lot of money. Money that these major record labels have that the average independent artist doesn't have. So I hope that you're able to see how these two industries are different. And if you're an independent artist, you gotta be playing the game different than these mainstream artists. Now, I'm not saying Spotify and streaming is a no-go, but what I wanna tell you is that once you post your music on these streaming platforms, good luck trying to sell it. Why would somebody buy this music if they could go stream it? Why would your fans buy it when they can go stream it? They're already on Spotify. And you might be thinking that music sales are done, but this is not true. Music sales is still very much a viable business option online, especially for independent artists. One good example of this that comes to mind is the artist Garth. Now, I'm not a big country fan, but a week ago I was on a camping trip and the people camping next to us were bumping Garth Brooks quite loud. And there's one song that he makes called The River, and it was really catchy. And I tried to look for that song. Guess where? Spotify, and I couldn't find it. Well, then I went to YouTube. I couldn't find it. And I was pretty irritated. All I could find were covers of the song. So guess what I did? I whipped out my wallet and bought it. And I couldn't buy it on Apple Music without having to buy the full album. That's the thing. Garth Brooks made his music so exclusive that you have to buy it, the full album, not even the single. Now, you might not be legendary and famous yet like Garth Brooks, but this doesn't mean that you can't replicate that business model. So I'm just saying that as independent artists, you should be looking at how you could sell your music. So how do you go about selling your music? Now, I want you to think of an online business selling digital products. Those are products that are not tangible. You see, music is not tangible. You can't touch it. So I consider this a digital product. And most online businesses today are selling their digital products through sales funnels, email, content, social media, and influencer marketing. And those are just to name a few. Now, I'm not saying these ways are the say-all be-all. There's a bunch of tools and strategies you can market your music online or market anything online. What I'm trying to say is this is a good starting point as an artist if you want to build your foundation as a music business, as a brand. Which brings me to my main and final point. As independent artists, if you want to get that reach that you see these other successful artists have, you want to grow your fan base like you see these other successful artists have, then you're gonna have to become great marketers, especially if you cannot afford to buy one. But don't fret, everything you need to learn is right at your fingertips and for free. YouTube, Google, what's stopping you? Only yourself. So that's the beauty of this thing. There's no excuses. And all the education is right at your fingertips. I mean, think about it. Before the internet, you would have had to trust word of mouth. You would have had to trust like going to a library and like searching in books. But now you got everything right at your... So there's no excuses, musical artists. And I'm here to tell you now that you need to study marketing. Start with learning about social media marketing. Start by learning about sales funnels. Everything's on Google. I'm gonna be making more videos, uploading tutorials on sales funnels. I'm gonna be uploading guides on email marketing, and I'm gonna be starting my own courses to train musical artists how to become great marketers so they can market their own music and not have to break the bank to spread their message. But in the meantime, don't wait on me. There's so much good content on YouTube. You're only one step away from being able to learn to promote your own music, and then you don't have to depend on anybody, and then you won't see little results. After all, you put in all this work to make such great music. Are you gonna slack when it comes to marketing it? Because that's really the biggest issue that's stopping you from getting to that next level, is not putting in the marketing effort. The same effort, dare I say, that you put into your awesome music, you gotta put into marketing that music, man. Or you gotta be able to pay somebody to do it for you. But if you slack, hey, you're sticking to that theory that if you make amazing music and you post it, somebody's gonna discover it and save the day. It's not gonna happen, or it's really unlikely to happen. And do you wanna have to depend on somebody else? I hate waiting. The power is in your hands. Like I said, at your fingertips. So get started. What are you waiting for? All right, everybody. I wish you guys the best luck, and I hope that you're using everything that's going on in the world today as creative inspiration for your music that you're gonna make for the future. Now, if you found value from this video, please do me a favor and subscribe to my channel and give me a like. And if you have any questions or any input, feel free to comment. I would love to reply to you. Have a great day. Keep making music. Keep staying true to yourself. Peace.